Nicole Kidman is not okay after her divorce from Keith Urban, and the world is starting to see it. What was once one of Hollywood's most enduring marriages has quietly come crashing down, leaving heartbreak, betrayal, and rumors in its wake. It's official. After nearly 19 years together, Nicole Kidman has filed for divorce from Keith Urban, citing irreconcilable differences. Now, on paper, it sounds calm and civil, but those closest to her say the split has shaken her to her core. Friends of Nicole say she feels blindsided and deeply betrayed. She didn't want this marriage to end. She fought for it, hoped for a turnaround, and tried to keep her family together. But Keith, well, according to insiders, he had already checked out emotionally long before the papers were filed. Some even claim there had been a quiet emotional distance growing for months, one that, neither could fully ignore anymore. Now, this past summer, the separation reportedly began behind closed doors. Keith had allegedly moved out of their Nashville home, setting up his own place and telling friends he needed space. Now, it was a move that shocked many who thought they were still very strong. Nicole at the time was said to be holding on, trying to keep appearances, and even posting a loving anniversary message in June to mark their 19th year together. Keith replied with nothing more than a single heart emoji. Ouch. Fans noticed that, and that's when speculation began to spiral. As the months went on, the distance between them became impossible to hide. The couple was last seen together in June at a sporting event, but after that, nothing. No red carpets, no joint interviews, no public affection. By the time fall rolled around, Keith had been spotted performing without his wedding ring and had quietly dropped songs from his set list that were once dedicated to Nicole. For someone known for wearing his heart on his sleeve, the silence was deafening. When Nicole finally stepped out publicly again at Paris Fashion Week at the Amphar Gala, she was radiant, poised, but noticeably without her wedding ring. She walked hand in hand with her daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith, and while she smiled for cameras, her eyes told another story. This was a woman determined to hold herself together even as her world fell apart. But behind that calm exterior, things were far more complicated. Court documents revealed that Nicole is seeking primary custody of their daughters. Reports say, she's requested to be the primary residential parent for more than 300 days a year, with Keith having them for the remainder. Neither is seeking child support, but that doesn't mean it's all smooth sailing. There's emotion, pain, and a family trying to navigate life after a very public split. Sources close to Nicole say she's been leaning heavily on her sister and a small circle of friends in Australia and the US. They describe her as heartbroken but resilient, processing the betrayal, trying to stay strong for her kids, and coming to terms with the reality she never wanted. Others claim she's been in disbelief over how quickly Keith has moved on, especially as rumors swirl in Nashville about possible connections between him and people in his tour circle. Meanwhile, Keith appears to be living like a man starting over. His first public performance after the divorce news broke showed him without his ring, smiling through heartbreak and acting as if the past 2 decades were just another chapter. Fans were divided, some supportive, others accusing him of being emotionally detached. On paper, their divorce may look amicable, but emotionally it's anything but. Between their $250 million real estate empire, years of shared memories, and 2 teenage daughters caught in the middle, this is a split that runs deep. Nicole Kidman is not okay after her divorce from Keith Urban, but maybe that's okay, because sometimes not being okay is the first step towards finding yourself again. What do you guys think though? Let me know. I'm your host, Ashley. See you later.